We are fucking back. We here with another joint. I'm gonna wait for my brother to join the live. I got that double talk from Dr. Umar. Umar, he be doing that double talk, and he be doing it, and very unprofessional, bro. You know we're recording on Zoom too, right? So the Zoom can see you. All right, but yeah, all right. My brother tried to join the joint. Volume down on this. Wait for him to pull up. Is it a delay? Because I said that forever ago. Yeah,
You
we
got
go.
me?
Yeah, my brother live.
I know. Here
Yo,
we
we
go.
here. We live. I ain't have no monologue. I should have had a monologue ready. I wasn't ready for that.
No.
Um,
Blacking ass.
yeah, I be tripping sometimes, and that's cool though. That's cool. That's
It's
cool.
love on this side always.
We simultaneously record. Y'all know that already.
Oh,
But
I
wake this
gotta, I
shit the
gotta,
fuck
I gotta
up. It's
drag it.
the you
Hold up.
gotta
I
drag
gotta
what?
drag. You said simultaneous. What is that? 4-syllable word?
Come on, chill out. Don't do that, bro. I've
Okay.
said it before. And y'all know what the fucking vibes is. We here on another Wednesday, 2024. We wasn't even prepared for what's been going on. We didn't even mention what's been going on, but
Yeah, it's a
2024 is a
lot.
banger already.
It's a
This
lot.
January is a banger.
It's a lot
So
going
we gonna wake this
on.
up. Pull up to the live. If not, make sure you catch us later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yo, let me tell y'all something. And granted, it's a long time out. So, but you people that keep saying, "Oh, make sure I get an invite to the wedding." Like I know a lot of you motherfuckers don't like me. And I said this last
You
week.
did.
I said this shit last
You
week,
made
and I
this
know what
very
it seemed
clear.
like.
You made
I
this
know what
very
it seemed
clear.
like. But
Okay.
yo, come on, chill out, bro. Like,
You don't want people at your wedding.
nah, people gonna be at the wedding. But if you don't like me, you don't mess with me, like talk about it, you ain't gonna be at my wedding, bro. Not so you get free food and free drinks. I
How
should
are you
have.
quantifying? How are you quantifying people that mess with you?
Who me?
Yeah.
I know. You know, if you know,
Oh,
you
you
know.
just know. You know.
I know who mess with me. I know who don't. I know who will actually pull up. I know who won't. Granted, certain circumstances understood. Certain circumstances I
Circumstances
understand and I
for
get.
sure.
But the rest of you, yeah, y'all make sure y'all, yeah. But what's good with you, bro? Did I intro the show yet?
Nah, nah, you didn't
I
intro the show
ain't
yet.
intro
Nah,
the show yet. I need
nah,
to
you
figure a
didn't.
way to. We got to get the song on our intro on our. Come on, come
What's
on. But I got it.
what song? Which song you talking
It's
about?
time for All Done Podcast. You know what I'm talking about, bro.
All
Don't play
right,
with me,
cool,
bro. You know
cool,
the
cool.
fucking
We're gonna
vibes.
put that out. Okay.
We gonna put that out. But yo, here you go. Yo. Welcome to the All Done Podcast. I am DJ Shake, chosen one. On the screen with me is my brother Tracy. How you doing, my brother?
Yo, man. Peace, love, and reparations, King. I'm just
Peace,
hanging.
love, and
I'm
reparations.
just.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just.
That's what I'm
I'm,
talking about. How your
I'm
week been
kicking it.
going? How you feeling? How the shorty
I'm.
treating you in a single world? I don't get to do that. You know, I got my rib now, so
This.
how the shorty treating you in a single world?
I don't got no shorties, man. I'll let you know. You're my guy. You probably know this about me. It's really all about focus on building this brand and
Uh huh.
raising my seed to the greatest that I could raise them to. So it's not about, some sort of single. We're not. This is not
Are
2000.
you single or are you sort of single? Like, what's the vibes?
Are you?
Are you an eligible
Oh,
bachelor? For the shorties out there, we asking is Tracy an eligible
oh,
bachelor?
shorty's been asking.
I mean, we'll talk about it.
Uh,
We'll talk
yeah,
about it because you know what your job is at the wedding.
kind
You
of.
know what your job is.
You don't wanna.
You're
No,
supposed to
we
have
gonna
the
put this out.
biggest net and catch that beautiful butterfly.
Catch that beautiful butterfly. Okay.
Yeah,
All
man. So you know what your
right.
job is at the wedding. So Shorty's out here wondering how my boy's single.
Come on,
Is
man.
he, is he toxic? Is he not?
I'm big toxic, but nah, I ain't got nobody.
Is that a thing now? Like toxic culture? Like it's cool to be toxic?
Is it cool to be
I think
toxic? I
that's
don't
the thing
know.
now.
I think everything needs to have its appropriate level. So I would say I'm an appropriate level of toxic, especially
Yeah.
for my life situation, right? Like I'm dealing with, my situation. Like I'm dealing with some stuff.
Appropriate level of toxic. What does that even mean, my brother?
It means that if I'm courting a young lady
Uh-huh.
and I know that I can't give her possibly, relationship or marriage,
Uh-huh.
that I make sure that she's cherished in every other way.
Okay. Okay.
And that's what I like to say that I do. Like if you're lucky enough, because what Kendrick said this dick ain't free. So um if I'm if I'm judging just based off that,
Uh-huh.
this dick's not free. So it's like, if you're lucky enough to, be in my corner, be around my presence, be in my energy, be around my vibe, then, you're
If you
blessed. Even
catch
if
my
you
boy's vibe, do you
yeah.
feel me? He's the blessing. He's the catch.
Yeah,
Ain't
so
that what Simone Biles' husband said?
something like that. I mean, that was a little fluffy, but yeah, something to
What
that
you mean
effect.
was fluffy? If my brother feel like he a catch, he feel he a catch.
I mean, that's
That's the
that
problem.
sounds that sounds great, but it doesn't sound like they knew. Like they never had that discussion. Anybody that messes with me knows, yo, I'm single and I'm focused on the
Do
things
they
that I'm
know?
focused on right now. They absolutely know, and if they don't, you're deliberately ignoring it.
Now, shout out to my brother though, because we both, we've been friends a long time. But one thing we always did is respected the game.
Always.
So we wasn't with certain like things like lying to shorties for whatever
Thank you.
reason.
So why would you
You
ask
know,
me that if you know? Why would you ask me that if you already know
no,
the answer to that
I know
question?
the answer, but it's we gotta get the topics going. We gotta get the content right. You feel
All
me?
right. Well, for
Um,
all those and for the brothers that's out there lying, like you don't. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. It's not
I mean,
necessary.
is it a difference between lying and just telling somebody what they want to hear?
Yeah.
Because I can
No. Yeah. A lot.
I can just tell you what you want to hear, but I'm not lying like per
No, that's a
se.
lie. That's a lie.
Come
Especially if
on,
what
bro.
they
Don't
want, if
do
if
that.
if what they wanted to hear is not your true feelings on the situation, then that is definitely a lie.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
So
Okay, I was just asking.
I'm gonna give you my most authentic, accurate self. I'm gonna tell you exactly where I am in my feelings. If you're a woman that wants to deal with me, and shout out to all the queens
Shout out
out
to
there. Shout out to
all
the
the
queens.
queens out there for sure. Shout out to my rib, but y'all know my situation. But
A fiance.
if yeah, my feet. I like the way that sounds. Say that again.
A fiance. That
Yeah,
word,
man. But yo, how was your weekend?
what's that French? Is that word French? What is that? That's
I don't know.
okay,
How was your
cool.
weekend?
Oh man, what did I
Get
do
into
this?
anything crazy? I had a busy weekend.
Nah, man, I kicked it. I kicked it. Obviously, I just worked. I worked and I was a father. So if I'm not
And
being a
that's the
father,
best
I'm
of it.
working. And if I'm not being a father, I'm working. So it's just, that's my life. So how was yours? You said you had a busy one.
I had a busy one. Football practice.
Mm.
Shout out to the Mississippi Lady Panthers, my ladies. I love them. Season coming up. We trying to wreck shit.
Oh
We
yeah.
had National Signing Day. I actually didn't make it to that, but it was dope. Dick's Sporting Goods is a sponsor of the league, and they were there. I mean, they was at Dick's Sporting Goods, and
I peeped a
there
little
was
bit of it. I peeped a little bit of it
yeah, they
on
was dressed
Primetime
to the they
Sports.
was dressed to
Yeah.
the god, signed with the team for the
Yeah.
season. Ladies
Yeah.
really excited about it.
What's the brother's name with the full brim hat? Y'all had a brother there. He had like a pink suit. He had a full brim hat.
I want
Short.
to
He was
say
a look.
one of our coaches, our wide receiver coach,
Yeah, he
Wade.
looked like a
Listen, let me
smaller
tell you
brother.
something.
He was a smaller
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
one of our wide receiver coaches. We got.
Shout out to him. He was stylish. He was
Oh
out there
yeah, he's
killing
a
it. I was
barber too. So
yeah, I
if
was
you in
appreciative.
Jackson, Mississippi area, you need a haircut, go holler at Wade.
Shout out to him. Yeah,
My barber's in the picture. He's the head coach of the team. So
no
Steve
doubt.
Jack. Um, Shout out to Cam. Cam is one of the owners. Steve Jack and Cam's the owners of the Lady Panthers. And they both still coach as well.
So
But they work tirelessly like to make it go. Like a lot of stuff they do, I can't and I won't. And I do what I can, and I'm at practice and stuff like that. But a lot of stuff they deal with and put up with, I'm not there yet. Maybe one day I'll get there. But
that's fine.
so shout
Shout
out to
out
my
to those
ladies.
brothers.
After that, the kids had a banquet for their season. I mean, me personally, and my personal feelings, I don't think they deserve the banquet. Um,
Oh, yeah. Is this the participation trophy
yeah,
conversation
because
right
we
now?
didn't win nothing. We might have won one game, maybe two. I think we won two games by forfeit. Um, Yeah. But it
That's
was
not funny.
cool.
You should laugh at the kids, but that's a little
I mean, it was a team banquet, so it's cool. You know, they get trophies for being a part of the team.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
I'm not a
cool.
fan. So, in case people were wondering, I'm not a
Now
fan. I'm not a proponent of
here's
it.
here's what becomes the issue. Um, and I don't really do the mess stuff. So really, the fact that I found out really kind of annoyed me. But and I don't know if anybody from the team and stuff listens, and if they do, yo, the truth is the truth, and whatever. I'm on. You see how Cat Williams started the year, and we didn't even get into that.
Woo! We didn't. We did. I mean, it happened right after our podcast last week, I think.
I think so, yeah. But anyway, because it was like they kept saying like the fourth day of the year or the second day, whatever.
Yeah.
But we for each team because it's three age groups, 6 to 7, then like 7 to 9, and then 10 to 12 or whatever, however
Yeah.
they pan out.
Whatever.
Each age group got 3 awards: Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Heart of a Champion. But then even after that, they gave out these awards for like the captains that pretty much ran practice, stuff like that. So and I DJ'd it because I'm a DJ and they need entertainment and I'm gonna do my thing, and I really be showing my ass when I DJ too. So don't forget to book me, book DJ J Shakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Book
neither
that,
here
man.
nor there.
Check them
That's
out on
neither here.
Instagram. It's on Instagram.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
on
see it.
Instagram. I got some pictures I gotta upload or whatever. But while I'm DJing, the head coach over everything comes to me and goes, Mike. So what's up, coach? Do you know such and such is mad because her son didn't win the captain's blah 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 blah. First of all, bro, don't come stop me while I'm in a funky mix. You feel me?
Oh, you being a
Don't.
funky mix?
I was killing shit at that time.
Oh, you being a funky mixer?
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
know cats getting
Oh yeah.
funky
Nah. When
mixes.
I get in my bag, I get in my bag, and I be in my bag, and I'm gonna stay in my bag. But
Learn something new every day.
yeah, like yo, bro, don't do that. But anyway, first of all, he missed most practices because he's in 6th or 7th grade now, and he decided he wanted to be in the band, which I don't knock. I don't knock the band. And people think I be knocking band. No, I played the cello for crying
You
out loud.
did play the cello.
Um, but
Weirdo. You're a
like
weirdo.
he missed. I want to say like the first 2 games.
Is he a bowler?
I'm gonna say this about him, and I told him this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually worked with his uncle, and I told his uncle this. Only thing that's stopping him from being great is him.
That'll
His
happen.
his attitude. He feels like he should be this amazing player, but you got to put work toward it. He asked me. He asked me one practice. Well, coach, I don't look like a lineman. I'm not like blah 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 lineman. Blah 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 blah. So one thing I asked him, and I said this to him, and I'm real honest with kids, especially kids I've been coaching a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what is the highest paid position in the NFL? Quarterback. I said, what is number 2? I said left tackle. That is an O lineman,
Or
bro,
edge. Or edge
or
rusher.
edge rusher. But yeah, but either way, that's a defensive lineman. Guess what? I have him playing defensive end as well.
There you go.
But when I was even when he said it, because I'm gonna give you the opportunity, but he was like, well, coach, I can. Well, I don't look like. Can I be a fullback? Okay.
That's a dying. That's a
Today's
dying
game.
breed. It's a dying breed.
And today's game, it is a dying position.
Yeah, it's a dead.
So
It's
as
a
I'm
dead.
installing my plays and showing them different plays, I use my fullback as an extra lineman. He said, "Am I going to get any carries?" I said, "Probably not." You want me to lie to you, son?
But that's
No.
kids. Kids want
And
to
that's
run the ball. That's what they want to
cool.
do. You know
That's cool.
that.
But once again, I'm honest with kids. Hey, are you better than either 2 running backs we got? No. So then why the hell would I give you the ball? That's crazy.
Oh,
But
these is
I
children.
digress. I'm just chatting right
Yeah,
now.
but I say you going off. But go
We got
ahead,
a
bro.
show to get into. We got a show to get
All right.
into. I think we got a pretty decent one because, like I said, so we didn't get to talk about Cat, and we ain't got him on our notes to chop it up about him either.
No, for me, when we did our 45-second to 2-minute production meeting via text or whatever, however we choose to do it week to
Because
week.
I be at work, we be at work.
The cat. things seem gossipy. Like, and when I look on social media and I'm seeing a lot of people talk about it, it seems very gossipy. Like, people aren't really addressing. They aren't using. It's not the ADP. They aren't using Cat Williams in this interview as a vehicle to discuss some
A
real
lot of
issues.
things, and that's really
Nah.
what I wanted to get into. So he said what he said about whoever he said it about, and that's cool. Like,
Mhm.
that's the thing,
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
not chatty. We're not chatty here. We don't need to be
But
chatty.
that brings you to this: do you believe there's certain doors that you
Mm,
have to go
mm,
through in the
mm.
industry? Let's say in the industry. Let's use the industry for as a black man to succeed.
Sure. So the concept of gatekeepers, Cat's not the first person to ever
No,
bring that concept up. Right?
and
That's a theory that's been around for quite some time. Right?
the
The
whole
theory of
dress thing
gatekeepers.
and everything like that and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So do I think
But
there
in
is? Do I think?
But for even in business for black men, do you think that at some point there's a certain door you'll come to?
I mean, I think yeah, because that's the concept of nepotism,
Hmm.
right? Like when you start to talk about other people in the networks that they've built, they've used, especially the dominant society has used nepotism in ways that we can't even fathom a lot of the times. And I think yeah, if they can bring their own in, they could keep others out. That's just one
Yeah.
plus one, right?
I was just about to say I'm not mad at the idea of nepotism, but keep going.
Am I mad at it? I'm mad at it to a certain degree, especially once you start to think about, okay, now they done took away affirmative action in some of these places. Not to say affirmative action was our biggest, helper
No,
over
that's
the last
facts.
50 years, but it was something that I think when initially was laid out for us and the concept was for us. So I think that concept still needs to live on. And as a society, we still need to find a way to make sure that certain people are getting opportunities because the reality is you're not it should be everyone should just get opportunities based off their performance. That's the way it should be.
Hmm.
Unfortunately,
Facts.
we've seen so many times and so many instances where it's who you know, it's how long you've played golf with a certain person or how
Yep.
long or back in the day you used to work with a certain person and a lot of times that's the ultimate thing that makes a decision. So I'm not what I think the overarching question was Cat wrong in the things that he was saying? I'm not sure he was
I,
totally wrong.
I mean, but
No.
is that our question?
What do you
Like
mean?
that's
Say it again.
not
Is
like
what?
once again, like you said, the whole cat thing is really gossipy, right?
It's chatty.
It's really
It's
chatty or whatever.
it's chatty.
But
Yes.
our question more so is about these doors, and then how do we get ourselves out of a position where we have to come to these doors? And some people walk through them doors.
You can't. It's
Um,
not possible.
I think we can,
No.
but you know how, and it's a long road up
Nah,
and stuff like that.
man. We've gone through racism, and I love that people love to say like, "Yo, in 1960 or 1968 or
No, so
1973 or whatever
uh,
date you want to
no, no, no,
use."
no, no. Us avoiding these doors or getting to a point where we're not going to the coming to these doors isn't oh well because racism is getting better because whatever.
It's not
Is more
possible.
so. I
Racism. You
think
can't
it's
have better racism.
yeah, exactly. But I think it's more so of like I said, we have to have our own. Like shout out to Tyler Perry. But now that you
Love
up there
that
in the
brother.
upper echelon, hey, let's keep putting people on. Let's make sure they're not in a certain position. But
Yeah, brothers like Tyler and Ice Cube who are going to continue to put us on and influence and give people of our community an opportunity. That's great. But I mean, y'all got to stop tearing those brothers down too. Like, you see people like, well, people don't get paid on Ice Cube movies, or Tyler Perry really
I
doesn't be
mean, he was
wanting
still
to.
coming up himself.
No,
No,
he was making those films, Friday films, those are independent. A lot of that
yeah,
stuff, a lot of Ice Cube's movies, especially in the beginning, he's paying for that stuff out of his pocket. Like he was
exactly.
putting the bread up on his own. Yeah, the studios were helping, but it was like, yo, that man, he really had to budget the hell out of that thing to get those movies made. And they created icons for our
Yeah.
community
So
in the entertainment
sometimes it's
realm.
more than the dollar amount you initially get. Sometimes it's about opportunity that helps you grow into other things. And
Absolutely. And I mean, for the most
yeah.
part, it's about that. And I can't, if you have anything negative to say about Tyler Perry, or if you have anything negative to say about like Ice Cube or those type of individuals, me and you probably don't need to have a conversation because you're
What about
missing it.
Diddy?
Yeah, I don't have nothing negative to say about Diddy. And I know a lot of people
Let me tell you
are
something.
on top of the
Did
allegations right
you
now, but
did you see what I said in the group earlier?
I was
Or you
not
was
the
ignoring?
not a group was dead today. I was not in a group today. I had a lot going on
Now,
over
this is a safe space, right? The ADP joint is a
there.
safe space.
This is the family, ADP family.
All
They're
right,
gonna hear
this
you.
is a safe space.
Go ahead.
So the deplorable stuff aside, You know, the
Alleged,
illegal stuff.
alleged deplorable stuff.
Not. I'm not even. I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
We ain't even gotta say alleged yet. The deplorable stuff is aside.
What deplorable
Wait,
stuff though?
let me chill out. All right, the deplorable allegations aside.
Okay, I'm about to say
The
because you can't just say deplorable. Say he didn't do nothing deplorable that he
the
gets convicted of.
illegal issue, like the illegal stuff aside,
Okay.
the 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 stuff you hear not coming out in the news and stuff like that,
Okay.
whatever. Let's put that
Okay.
aside for now, just for now,
Go ahead.
for what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
But
Give us the game.
the Diddy freak off and the Epstein Island idea, that shit sounded like it was a pop in time.
I
And
think the Diddy
and
freak off. What is it? What were they? Diddy
the,
freak offs?
the Diddy freak
I'm not
offs.
familiar with the Diddy freak
Okay,
offs.
come on, don't do that.
I'm like, explain the Diddy
Don't do
freak
that.
offs.
Don't do that.
Explain the Diddy freak offs
Bad
to me.
Boy in
I'm
the
not,
90s
not sure. That's
was a Epstein Island, that type of energy
okay.
could have been a fucking vibe.
I'm not gonna.
Minus,
No.
well, listen, minus the SA and
No, they
the
got children.
R and
We're talking about
the
children, and
underage
yeah, we're
stuff.
talking
Yeah, no,
about
no, no, no,
we're
no.
talking about
I'm talking
rapes and.
about the. I just said, come on, don't say that word, bro.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
say.
That's what
You cannot
that's
say
what
that
people are being
word.
accused
No,
of.
you
That's what
can't.
people are being
But you
accused
can't
of.
say that word,
That's
dude.
what people are being accused of.
That's
Yes
why
or
I
no?
said minus the SA. Let's say the idea
Okay.
of an island.
All right.
The
All right,
idea
but that don't
of
got
an
nothing to do
island.
with Epstein. That don't got nothing to do with this Epstein
Well,
thing.
because it
Just
was
say,
Epstein Island, there was a lot of crazy, crazy
all
stuff
right.
happening. Like it
So
was party
just say
palace.
if me and you went into, if we had, once we get our bread and we buy island in Turks and
Not
Caicos,
me.
I could
Not me. I'm almost a
you,
married man.
you can't party. Fiancés can't party on islands.
Not that type of party.
What you mean? You can't party on the island once you become a fiance? I didn't know this rule.
Mm-mm.
Anyway,
You
like I was
can't have
saying,
freak offs when you have a
I
fiance, bro.
didn't say it was gonna be a
That's what
freak off. It's gonna be a
I'm talking about.
beautiful.
Freak offs.
We don't even know what happened on the Epstein
Okay,
Island. I think that's another thing.
but we talk about our island. If I'm gonna have an island,
Yeah,
if I'm gonna make
it
an
don't gotta.
island,
You can't have fun if you can't have a freak off.
that's what I want my island to be about.
I just want my
Like,
island to
come
be
throw your
about fun.
inhibitions to the wind, go
And just because
crazy.
everybody else could be doing that, you and your queen could throw your inhibitions to the wind. She could be
No,
doing
we
some
not.
things to you.
Nah.
She could be doing some
No,
things
no.
to
That's not what I'm
you,
talking about.
and you could do
That's
some
not what
things to
I'm
her, and
talking
that's y'all
about.
throwing your
I'm
inhibitions away.
talking
I
about
don't want you to feel like
if you come into Shaitan Church, if you come into Prosperity's Island,
yeah.
you coming for some shit.
Yeah,
You
but not everybody has to be
coming for some
involved though.
shit.
I don't want people to feel
No, no,
pressure.
no, no, no.
Don't feel pressure.
That's what you're coming for.
That's
Like
not
if
true.
listen. If you're not coming for that, then Prosperity Island is not. That's not your trip. Go to Hawaii. But if you sign up to come to Prosperity Island,
This is getting
you
weird.
you know
It's getting real
you
rapey.
know.
It's
Stop
getting real.
saying that word, bro. We about to have to stop the show and start a new one. He said the shit twice, and you can't
All
say
right.
that.
I'm
You
trying to
cannot
let
say
you
that.
know,
You're
but
gonna
I'm
get us
trying to let
flagged.
you know. I'm trying to let you know though that that's not it. People, I want to let
And we
all
don't even
y'all
have the
know
capabilities to blur
that
that shit out yet,
if
bro.
you want to
You can't say
freaknik,
that word. Can you please stop
so
doing it?
so that everybody that went to freaknik, right before our time, did
Mm-hmm.
everybody that go to freaknik was just a freak, nasty, throwing their inhibitions to the wind? Was
They
everybody
knew
that went
what
to freaknik?
they knew what it was about. They
No,
knew
come
that
on,
because
that's absurd.
it's this time of year, Mardi Gras.
That's absurd.
Mardi Gras.
Go ahead.
During
You've
the day,
been.
you
You've
go.
been.
Don't we telling my business now?
I'm just saying, you've been.
I,
Have you experienced it or not?
I might have been to Mardi Gras once or
All right.
twice.
That's all that the people want to know. You
I
ever
might
been to
have
Mardi
been,
Gras?
I might have a collection
We'll
of
tell those
beads.
stories. We'll tell those
No, we
stories
don't
at
have to
another
tell
time. We don't
those
need to.
stories. Those stories not
Oh
important.
no, we're gonna get into it
No, we
someday.
not. No,
It's
we
the
not. No
ADP
need.
family,
No
baby.
need.
Come
No
on
need.
now.
I love y'all. No need. No
Nah,
need for us to get into my Mardi
you
Gras
better go
story.
ahead and explain it
But
to. You better go ahead and explain it to your queen. Go ahead and explain
I
it to your
think
queen.
we've talked about it. Me
Well, there you
going
go.
being a
So
Mardi Gras.
I don't know. You've been to Mardi Gras. It was beads. It was boobs. It was a vibe.
Uh, What I'm about to say is though, because I don't know what you're talking
My bad.
about.
You're a
But during the
fiance.
day,
I gotta respect you. You're a
yeah, I
fiance.
got
My
my
bad.
rib now. I found my rib.
Mm-hmm.
During the day, it was, you go for the parades, the, Zulu parade. Like, there's a bunch of different parades that's
Okay.
a vibe, kid friendly. Of course, people still around drinking, party, whatever.
Right.
But at night on Bourbon
Mhm.
Street, you know what you're there for. You know
I don't like
what
this. I don't like this concept that you keep
you
pushing about.
there
You know
for.
what you're there for.
You do.
That's not
So I
true, bro. That's not.
said
And
Mardi Gras.
that's.
The first
I'm
thing
gonna
you
tell you
said, wait,
this.
wait,
I
wait,
read a
wait,
book.
wait, listen, listen,
Go ahead.
listen. I
Go ahead.
said Mardi Gras. You said, well, there was boobs and beats. You know the vibes of Mardi Gras.
But if a girl doesn't want to put her boobs
Then
out,
she don't
she's not.
have to.
Oh, that's all I'm trying to say. Let's make that very clear because now you're feeding into, in my
But you
opinion.
can't get in that situation. You don't have to, of course not.
Thank
But
you.
you can't get
Thank you.
mad if somebody requests you to do it. Like,
You
oh my God, I can't believe he asked me to do that. Like, they ask everybody. It's Mardi Gras.
it's gonna be a fine line, but I would say, brothers, I think what you're talking about is maybe the past, but what I'm talking about is moving us forward as black men, especially in a system that there are a lot of women who feel like this is a patriarchy. Do I necessarily 100% agree with that? Maybe not, but if we're gonna break down those barriers between men and women and really try to make that dynamic as equal as possible, I want women to be able to walk around with their boobs out and men not be ogling or oogling them. If they want to have their breasts out, and there was a dude that got in trouble with
How
his.
is that any worse than what I said? Any better than what I just said? What I was talking about?
It's the same thing.
No, what
I'm
I'm
saying
talking
the
about
opposite.
is what environment you're going for. So yes, you can do that.
That's cat, bro.
Like if that's not like that's not what you're going to do. Cool. This is not your party.
And they shouldn't. No, they should be allowed to go and enjoy Mardi Gras, have drinks, chill with their friends or whatever. And it goes for men too. I'm not just saying
Yeah,
because
men too.
I've been in certain places, and you as a man, you're expected to act a certain way. I remember back in the day, I went to a foam party, and at this particular foam party, men were asked to wear certain things,
What was
and
y'all asked to wear?
that's not the point. You're missing.
I want to know.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I want to
Listen,
know.
listen to what I'm saying. We went to a phone party and men were asked to wear certain things. So at this particular night, I was in my feelings. I was going through a lot of stuff at this time, and I walked in this party and I had my full clothes on, and these young ladies began to harass me about wearing, and they had extra of this specific outfit that men were supposed to wear, and they were like,
A
"Yo, you're about to."
loincloth? Did they actually wear a
They
loincloth?
were like, "Yo, about to go put this on and then we're gonna have some fun." And I'm like, yo, I'm just really not in the mood. And so
So then
I say that.
so here's my question to
So
that.
why go?
Why'd you
Why I
go to the
can't go
party?
out? Why
No,
go
you
to
can
the
go
party?
out, just don't go to that particular party.
No, I feel like you can't make environments sexually charged that way because that's a problem. Because as human beings, we can go wherever we want
No, no,
and
no, no, no.
not have to engage in sexual acts, not be pressured to engage in sexual
And
acts. That's
I think you're just playing devil's advocate here.
a little bit, but for real though, because I know me and you are not fiends in this way, but a lot of y'all, some of you, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there are some brothers out there who y'all don't understand. Yo, just be
Yeah, be cool.
cool, bro.
No,
Be
absolutely. I'm
cool,
not saying
bro.
don't be cool.
Be cool,
Be
bro.
cool, be
There
respectful at all
you go.
times.
That's what I'm saying.
No means
Thank
no.
you.
Be courteous, be
Thank
kind.
you.
But what I'm saying is, excuse me, excuse me. What I'm saying is, if I have a certain theme party for this type of
Mm-hmm.
energy, you can choose not to come, but don't be shocked when I have this party with this theme and this type of energy is expected. When you get there, and I expect this type of energy, and you,
So it's
oh
my fault.
no, it's
When I
no. It's your right to say
Okay.
no, but just don't be shocked that somebody asked.
I wasn't shocked and I wasn't really offended, but again, for the ladies and the men, yo, be cool. These particular group of women, I knew them, they knew
Oh, they were
me, and they
friends.
kind. I'm not say I didn't say that. I said I knew them and they knew me. They were not friends, but they had been out with me before, so they expected that they kind of
Expected
like
a
you.
certain energy.
They wanted a certain energy from me that I wasn't really feeling in this particular night full of foam. And when
So my question to that is, why did you go to that
because
party then?
sometimes you just want to be around love, right? That's what this is where all my
But
people are
that's
going.
what that party was about. That party was not about love. It was
It could
about
have been about
phone.
love. My
But
point
no,
is
it wasn't.
not
See,
everybody.
we can't make something that's not what it is something else.
Okay.
That party was not about love. That party was about a bunch of people and things that see through when it gets wet with foam. Fact or fiction? Huh?
Fact. Fact.
Okay.
But
Okay.
can I? So
So
I can't participate. I can't. I can't be in there in jeans. You
no,
don't think that's okay?
that wasn't the energy. Like honestly, if I have a party like that and I'm telling my security, hey, if somebody comes in, out of attire, we have a dress code.
This some
They
rape
can't
culture.
come
This
in.
some rape culture
That's
shit. You
not
gotta be
rape culture.
careful. This
Because
some
just
rape
like a
culture shit.
club, you can have a certain dress attire.
Yeah, but you don't gotta be. But you don't gotta be naked. Nobody gotta see your goodies. Nobody gotta see your cash and prizes going
You
to a
don't
club.
have to,
Okay.
but you just can't come to this party. The next party I have, I might do jeans and cowboy boots. Pull up in your jeans. I don't care. This
I think we need to
party, you
be.
gotta
And
have your lights on.
all right, we're gonna agree to disagree. I will say, y'all brothers and sisters, y'all be cool with even if
Absolutely.
because
We
you
get
don't know what
consent
people
around
going
here.
through, right? Get consent. You don't know what people going through, and that night, I'm usually people that know me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the vibe, especially back then. Come on, I'm in the
But you
vibe. It's
should
a
have
good
stayed
time.
home that night.
I didn't want to
Because
stay
now
home. I wanted to
you
be
looking
out.
morose, you fucking up the energy of the party. Like, why is Tracy over there all sad with the shit face?
Come on, I had a bottle of Hennessy. I was in a good
Yeah,
vibe.
you was in your emo mode, Drake. Don't
I
do that
was.
shit.
I was. I was in
Don't
my
do that
emo
shit.
mode, but I wasn't bothering nobody. I
Yes,
wasn't.
you bother everybody. Energies need to create. Energy is not created nor destroyed, just simply transferred. I'm stuttering, my mouth's watering
So
because
as
I'm
a
upset
man,
now.
I should have put on that little thing and
Or
joined
you
the
should
party.
just go into another party.
This was all my friends was at
Yeah,
this
but
party. This was the
your
whole
friends
thing.
was on a different type of energy, were they not?
Yeah, I was by myself most of the night. Yeah,
Exactly.
I
So
was by
just
myself
go to
most of the
another
night.
party where they playing a little slow R&B. That was more your
That's
vibe
not
that
a
night.
thing, though. That's not a
Okay.
thing. You don't have that. So all my people
Okay.
going to this event, and I'm gonna go and shout out to those ladies. I still
And you know
chat it up
what?
with
Me
them.
knowing you,
Shout out to them.
you went just to be that rebel and say, no, I'm not changing into that shit. That's why you did it.
Yeah, that night I wasn't in the mood
I
to change
know.
it to nothing.
I know. And you went just so you
Yeah.
could wear your jeans and say, I'm not changing into that shit. But
But I wasn't
whatever.
trying to bother
Yes,
nobody.
but you knew you was going to bother people. And that's what
Why?
pissed me off.
Why?
Whatever,
All
bro.
right, go ahead.
Whatever.
Move on.
Let's move
Move back
on.
on.
Let's
Move on.
move on. Let's
Go
move
ahead.
on.
Go ahead.
What we hit? We didn't even do shout outs. We ain't gonna do no shout outs. Well, I gave shout outs throughout my speech, so we ain't even gonna do no
No, I
shout
gotta shout
outs.
out Angela Bassett. I do because
She
she
got
got her first Oscar.
her first
Oscar.
Oscar.
I
Or
mean,
is it an Emmy?
it's an Oscar.
She got a Golden Globe. I don't know. I didn't hear that though.
I
Shout
don't
out to her for
like.
that,
I don't like that
which is crazy.
it was this honorary thing that they did. She didn't really get it for a role, which
That's wild because she did some movies.
the dominant society knows how to give backhanded
Yeah.
compliments, and people have always said Oscar so white, so on and so forth. So,
There's no way you do it. What's love got to do
come
with
on,
it?
man.
No.
Angela should have had a.
How
Come on,
Stella got her groove back.
let's stop playing.
She was
Wait,
T'Challa's mother.
waiting to exhale. Angela's catalog is
Yeah,
impeccable,
it's
and the
cool,
fact that
man. Shout out to her though.
y'all waited till she didn't do a movie and then y'all gave her some honorary thing. To me, it feels like a backhanded compliment, but shout out to that
Yeah, shout out
sister
to
for
her
finally,
because you
you
deserve
know,
it, Queen. You deserve it.
yo,
You deserve that and
every
more.
day, absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, man.
I think
Shout out to
Kiki,
Cat
I think
Williams for
Kiki got an Emmy. Kiki got the Emmy, I think, for like game show hosting or something. Which, okay,
shout out to Cat Williams for setting the world on his ears.
yeah, man.
Just shaking it up, starting plenty of conversations. I'm not going to go too deep into it because everybody's covering it and giving their opinion about it. I don't have an opinion about who he was talking about or whatever, but
No,
it starts a larger conversation
but
for me, and
shout out to
I like
Cat
that
though.
part. Shout
That's
out
the
to
key.
him anyway, because
Shout out to
from
Cat.
all accounts, he's a good dude.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been seeing a lot of stories saying exactly that.
but just like I said, it just starts a broader conversation that we've been trying to have, and shout out to him for that.
Yeah, much love to Cat Williams, man. And I know a lot of people don't like maybe his delivery, but from every interview, every joke, everything I've seen of Cat, stand up, brother, man,
Facts,
stand
facts,
up,
facts,
brother.
facts,
And we
facts,
need more
facts.
men. I think some people don't like him because he's a black man and he's
And he
authoritative and he's an alpha.
he stands
And
on his shit.
I feel like we need more of that. So for the young cats out there, if you're
I'm
looking
not
to
mad
be
at
a
that.
man, right? Maybe Cat's not always right. Do I believe that he read 3,000 books when he was 6 years old? Okay,
I don't think he
okay.
can run a 4.240.
Yeah, that do I believe that he's got 17 100 city tour. I don't know. That seems like a lot of. That seems like a
I think
lot of
that's real.
cities.
I think the tour thing is
That seems like
real. I
a
think.
lot of cities. Do I believe like he does new comedy every time? 1,700 cities. He does new comedy every time.
Well, the thing about a comedian and their tour is like an artist that dropped a new album. You're gonna do the same thing as you go on tour. That's
My
why a
point
lot of
is. My point
comedians are
is.
strict.
Okay,
I should go into
fine,
comedy,
fine.
but that a
Whatever.
lot of
Whatever.
comedians are strict about no
My
phones.
point is, those are the things that people are criticizing him about, and I'm saying that that's a black man, right? I can say that and feel confident that if you're looking for a representation of a black man looking to stand on his square and take care of his people the best way that he can, Cat Williams is a prime example, and I
That's a
think that
fact.
should be
That's a
and that
fact.
should be and that should be applauded.
Yeah, no, shout out to him for that. Would you join the Illuminati if they hit you with the
The
right
what?
number?
Pardon?
Illuminati?
What is that?
Come on, bro, don't do that. You was around. You was around years when it started getting big. Now, they hit you with the right number. Hey, listen.
We got a system. We got a system of white supremacy racism, man. I don't play these little word games that y'all be playing. I don't play like that.
Okay, cool. Okay, I was just asking, would you
Go
sacrifice
ahead.
somebody for
Nah,
whatever?
I'm not saying, but I mean
Whatever.
that's going to be entertainment. So
Whatever.
the one chatty piece I will get into is that the sexual exploits of powerful people in entertainment seem to continue to come out. And then we talked about a little bit with Epstein, and now we're talking about a little bit more Cat. The
Yeah,
sexual exploits and deviancy of the powerful individuals in entertainment seems to never stop rearing its ugly
that's
head. And so
a
I'm not
fact.
I'm not saying
How
yes, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that
pretty much
it's a
to sum it
recurring
up,
it's a
hire us
recurring
to
theme.
some weird shit.
I don't
It is
know.
what it
I
is.
don't know. It's a recurring theme though.
Yeah,
Seems to be because Terry Crews said that. Terry
and
Crews
he
said
been said
some executives.
and they laughed at him.
Okay.
They
Listen,
laughed at him.
I'm not here to judge. We're looking for brand acknowledgement and brand building. So please, I want to grow my brand, but I don't want to have to give up my junk to do it. So yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'm not
What else going on?
gonna
All right,
give
let's
up
get
my
into the show.
manhood.
Though. Let's get
I'm
into the
not gonna give
show.
up my manhood for it.
We already almost an hour in, and we didn't even get into what we got on
All
next.
right, well
So,
let's run a couple topics and get up out of here.
something you said, and it's gonna be quick because I don't give a shit about it. Lil Nas X and what he got going on.
Ooh, I don't really give a shit about it either, but I
What
wanted
he
to
got
say
going on?
I wanted to acknowledge it because there are Christians, and we both are raised in a religious
Yep,
background. Regardless of how we,
We raised in the
our
Baptist church.
affiliations to this day, but we were raised in a Baptist church, like really raised. Like we
Yeah,
went to
I was
Bible
an usher.
study, right? The cherubim choir,
I
right?
was
We
an usher.
sang went every Sunday. I was like a junior deacon and all of that.
Yeah, so yeah.
So the Little Nas X thing was interesting to me is not because of who he is and whatever. It's because the reaction to the religion thing, and I think that needs to be talked about a little bit because he's always saying like, "Yo, I'm not trying to mock anybody. I'm not trying to mock anybody's religion." But young brother, I'll say this to you, and listen to the ADP, and I want to speak directly to Lil Nas X. Maybe in that cover art, which the cover art is him being
Hoisted.
hoisted. Hoisted is a good word. Hoisted on a cross and being pulled up, and that's his cover art. And so maybe it wouldn't have been as offensive if your whole career was Christian bops. The only
Um,
problem is last year or a year and a half ago, you was twerking on the devil. So you
but he
can't.
said something recently like me and the devil broke up or whatever.
It's not cool, bro.
I
You're
mean,
trolling. You're
all
trolling
right.
these
So
people.
let's play
Go
advocate and
ahead.
devil's advocate and
Go
say,
ahead.
oh well, his point is to say, oh, I'm being crucified for the things I say and do, blah blah blah. It's art, this, that, and the third. But
Stop
still, bro,
playing with the Lord. I don't play with the Lord, bro.
yeah, we don't play
I
with the
don't play
Most
with the
High.
Lord, bro.
But my thing is this, like, you know what you're doing, and shout out to his team because
Yeah.
they know how to get him back in media.
Yeah, but not really though, because really he's kind of falling off. I mean, was that joint the joint he had with them cats twerking in prison? The song was hard.
Industry baby.
That video was out of pocket. That
The
video
video was
was
out of
out of
pocket.
the video was
Jack
out of
Harlow
pocket.
made sure
But
he
the song was solid.
great intro to the song. I love that. Dun, 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 dun. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
a good
You
song.
could as a DJ, that's cool,
Oh yeah,
right?
I use it. I use that drop. I use
That's
that
right.
intro for a lot of things.
Yeah.
But
But when you start to, if I'm a devout Christian, No, I don't want you. Why are you playing on my religion? Why you playing? Why you playing with us like this?
I mean, whatever. Like I said, I didn't really
Whatever.
care about that. I didn't really
I,
care about that.
but you're not a devout Christian, right?
No,
We're more like
I'm just talking about
borderline.
in general, like what he's doing.
If
A
you were a
lot of
devout
times people,
Christian,
I feel like that. No. Here's the thing. A lot of times I feel like people like that. If you ignore them, they go away.
kinda.
He's thriving off of the energy he's getting from it.
But don't disrespect. That's a big deal. Do you think you got a sister that's pretty devout, right? She's around devout people, right? You got a sister
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty devout. Do you think she would care that he is doing this?
I think that she would care,
Yeah.
but like I'm using this example. We in the same fantasy league, and there's a guy in the fantasy league who's like names his
Oh,
team and
he's a
says different
troll.
things
He's a troll.
just to troll.
He's a
But if you
troll.
notice this past season, it wasn't the same because nobody paid attention to him.
Yeah, but sometimes I do. Like sometimes, and I don't know. I never met this kid, and this is the thing about you trolls. Y'all need to understand that this internet stuff is cool until people see you.
It's dangerous because I OG gonna punch him in the face if you see him. So
I'm gonna lie to you. Like,
been
and
saying it for a long time. Like,
there's
yo,
been
when I see
certain
him,
times where this kid, because he says stuff that's just out of pocket. Like
yeah,
you're saying stuff like you could fight. Like you're okay if we had to go to blows.
yeah,
Like we had
and,
to do
and
the
it's
left. We
cool.
had
But
to do
he's
the
a
left and
troll
the
because
right.
his plan is I'll never see you, and that's
Exactly, and
fine. That's fine.
that's cool.
But I'm just saying. But if you notice, he cooled down because people start reacting to it.
I mean, but his name
So
didn't
it's going to be the
change.
same thing.
His name didn't
I didn't pay
change.
attention to it.
His
The same
name
thing.
didn't
The same
change.
thing with Lil Nas X. People stop paying attention to him. It'll go away.
Let's not.
It'll go.
Here's the overarching lesson
Uh-huh.
though. Let's not troll. All right, let's get away from that.
I mean, for a trial, and
I'll
eventually
get you.
your flame gonna
Okay.
go
All
out,
right. Or I'm gonna
or
say this. Let's not
you're gonna be met
troll.
with a certain energy.
Okay, fine. So understand that trolls when the Christianity, regardless of how we feel on the ADP podcast, because we've spoke about our feelings about religion and where we have our flaws in it,
That's a
but
fact.
never in a million years would I think to disrespect those people.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no. But we're not disrespectful people, and whatever. So that's him.
That's
Um,
him.
Something interesting, not interesting at all, really crazy, but I'm not shocked. Here in Mississippi,
Oh Lord.
it was a prison, and they found something like 218 bodies buried
Mm,
in the behind the prison, like unclaimed,
mm.
unspoken for. They like a lot. I'm starting to hear a lot of families didn't even know
Yeah, that their family member
that
was dead. They thought they were still locked up.
that their family member was dead. And
Mm.
but I read a book, and it was called "The Pale Horse Is Coming," not to
I
be
read that.
confused with "Behold the Pale Horse" because that's a different one.
Oh, maybe I read. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a different one. But it's called "The Pale Horse Is Coming," and it was pretty much about how this guy got locked up in a prison, and they were experimenting on him with different stuff and blah blah. I mean, well, not on him, but on prisoners. This is all the things he's seen,
Okay, yeah.
and that stuff. That stuff still goes on. I think. I think they use inmates that they feel like nobody cares about, and they trying shit.
How
You
do you
know,
feel about, because this story I wanted to get your take on? Is there any significance of the place? The fact that it's in
come on, it's
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh
Very
no, because
significant.
I got
Very
a homegirl.
significant
No,
because
no, no.
that.
I have a homegirl who she says y'all are from up north. You don't understand. Like Mississippi gets a bad rap. It's not this racist place that y'all think it is.
All
And then
right,
literally,
so
I had this conversation with her for like an hour one day,
who
and she
you
was
got a
talking
friend from
about.
Mississippi?
I got a friend. I got a friend that I got a friend. Her family's from Mississippi,
But
and
no, well, here's the thing. Yeah, I will say this as a person who's lived in both places.
mm-hmm.
I've been called more racial terms to my face in New York.
Yeah. Shout out
That
to
was
the North. So shout out to all the people who the North was worse during the Civil Rights movement.
well.
So for
I'm
those
talking
who
about
don't know that,
even like growing up. It was
oh,
on the football field playing a team like Sexyy. Like
or
I
connect
or
quad.
Connect Quad. Those
Oh
words have
Lord,
been dropped.
come on, baby, always.
But
Yeah.
there's certain living in the South in Mississippi, dead South. Like there's more racial undertones or
They have brothers.
overtones,
They
really.
have brothers hanging in trees.
Yeah,
Remember we talked
there's
about
more
that.
racial
brothers,
overtones
Their brothers hanging
and
in trees, not too many brothers.
Confederate flag was a big thing, and stuff like that. So it's just more. I don't think it's more in one place or other, but living
No,
here,
no,
you.
no. There,
Well,
where
no, no,
there,
no. Like I
no.
said, no. Like, hear me out. Going to certain places, you can feel the air of racism, like, or the air of oppression. Like, you feel it, like, oh yeah, this is not for me.
But even
Down here we have
here, okay.
sundown towns.
All right, check this out.
There's places
So
where there's sundown towns.
even when we went to Connecticut, and we felt like, oh, these people don't really respect us as simply
Yeah,
because of the color of our skin.
right.
Feel that that's the worst probably that we've
Well,
experienced. That they're
no. Well, like, one of our teammates, he came to the sideline crying, like, yo, what's wrong with you? Oh, they called me a porch monkey. And it
all
was
right.
just like, bro, chill out, bro. You
I'm
can't
taking it
laugh at
back.
that.
I'm taking it
You
back. I'm
can't
taking it
laugh
back.
at that,
I'm taking
bro.
it back. I'm taking it back. I'm taking it
So,
back. I'm taking
but
it back.
I've never, and this is personally,
Yeah.
I've never experienced anything like that here. But
There were black
there's
men hanging in trees.
what I'm talking about. Me personally, I
All
didn't
right.
woke
Well,
up
your
on it. But
anecdotal evidence is bullshit,
listen.
though.
Can you let me finish
All right.
fucking talking, bro?
Oh God.
Um, but there's also been the sheriff in the town that's not far from here. It was either the sheriff or the mayor or something like that, who was fired or found out that he was doing stuff to keep people like us out there, whether it would be roadblocks or whatever, out of that area.
Bro, they had major sundown towns in Mississippi, bro.
Definitely sundown town, but this is not even a sundown town. This is a
Like I'm
up and
talking about
coming
right now.
area,
I'm
an
not even
improving
talking about the
area.
1967.
Yeah, now,
Right now,
absolutely.
there are
There's areas of
sundown
Mississippi
towns in Mississippi.
where I won't stop when I'm traveling, like
If
when I'm
you're
heading out of
black
town and
man,
stuff.
you should not stop in some of those. There are certain little pockets of
Yeah,
Mississippi that you should
you
not
know,
stop there.
the worst I had personally was a guy say, "Oh yeah, we had to get the white girl to do it."
Didn't somebody? Weren't you telling me about something? One of your homegirls got ran off the road on some white supremacy
Yeah,
shit.
she posted on Facebook. She got ran off the
Okay.
road. I don't know if it was white supremacy. She just said it could have been
Okay.
that because you
Listen,
don't know who tried to run off the
I'm
road.
not. I'm not here to debate that because
No. But then
logical
again,
people will.
upstate New York is just as bad, isn't it? No.
No, it's not just as bad. No,
Okay.
it's not.
Y'all got you never seen the Confederate flag upstate New York or nothing like that?
Hell yeah, we do all over this motherfucker.
But see, here at least they can make the argument, oh, that's my heritage,
It's
from the
not though.
South.
That's not. That's a bullshit argument.
No,
Do you
it
believe
is a
that argument?
bullshit. Well, no. I don't subscribe to that argument.
Okay.
But at least they can make that argument.
No, I don't even think they can because if you're,
See, you don't be listening.
I'm
This be
trying to
one of the fun.
listen, but you're
Listen,
trying to make multiple points. I'm
whether
trying
we
to listen
agree
and
with
understand.
whether we agree with that point or not, whatever. But at least they can try to make that point.
Yeah, but
New
no, you
York,
can't. No.
New York, there is that's not your heritage in New
Yeah, but
York.
those are the same people who say they're a patriot. So you can't be a patriot and a Confederate at the same time because
Exactly.
the Confederacy.
I get what you're saying. I'm not
No, it doesn't
arguing
make
your
sense.
point.
So no, they can't. Don't say that they
You,
can make that argument
you
logically
can
because
try
it's
to make
not.
that argument,
No,
but
you can't.
okay, because I
No,
see
you can't.
you be dedicated to not fucking listening. So go
I'm
ahead.
just trying to say you can't make an argument
Do
about
your thing.
I'm a Confederate and I'm a patriot at the same time because the Confederacy went to war. I don't know if people remember this. I think sometimes, especially some of the folks in your neck of the woods, sometimes they forget. Like y'all tried to secede, like that. The secession of the South is why we fought a whole Civil War. So this is not. I'm not trying to say nothing that's like inappropriate. You can't be a Confederate and a patriot at the same time.
Yeah.
So I need that to be clear and understood for the Southerners that are in your neck of the woods. But yo, be careful because apparently they're burying black people. And I mean, my other thought when I saw that story, were all prisoners? I think people are kind of just that's a foregone conclusion.
Well, there's a recent story about a police officer that hit somebody on the highway, and they just took his body and hit it or whatever.
I seen the sister on the news.
You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But
I seen the sister on the news talking that
like
talk.
I said, I don't know. That something like that. Like I said, is crazy. I think definitely there's still stuff going on, like experimenting on shit, people, or just flat out on some bullshit. And I don't remember what prison it was at, and that's the crazy part.
Hope it wasn't that one with all the remember, but maybe a year or so ago they had like a riot in a Mississippi prison.
I don't remember that.
It's just a lot. It's a lot going on in that particular state, and that's not lost in American culture. And for those of you who think that well, America's past is separated from Mississippi's present, you're being intellectually dishonest.
Oh yeah, 215 bodies found all migrant behind Mississippi jail. Um, yeah, no, like I said, a lot of stuff. The stuff is still current. It's still happening. Um, once again, as I read the story, I'm trying to see what I was close to being a corrections officer, and that's what's crazy.
I know a
Um,
few
uh,
of those. I know a few of those,
I went to
and I
the
will tell
interview.
you that they are the culture of correctional officers
Mm-hmm.
is like a band of brothers. It's like, you know.
Oh, this was close.
Oh, went
Oh
too far
wow.
from you. Oh,
Well, yeah, it says it's Hines County is where Hines County.
shit.
I live
Last
in
time I
Hines
was
County.
there, I'm about to say we was
I
in
live in
Hines County last time I was there.
Hines County. Yes, and I live in Hines County.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm saying.
county
We
I'm
went to
from.
a crack. I feel like we went to a Cracker Barrel or something in Hines County. There was a mall there that we went to in Hines County.
No, the mall wasn't in Hines County. The mall was in whatever. But it's not far. It's
Oh,
like
well, that's
literally right
interesting.
across the street from. But I live in Hines County.
Well, you better go ahead and be careful, man, because I
I'm
think
very careful. I move like
they're
a
trying to pawn this off as like, oh, these are just prisoners, lowly prisoners that nobody would miss. But I'm not sure, and that's just my mentality based off the history of our country, and definitely based off the history of what Mississippi has been.
I wonder was it the Raymond Detention Center? That's wild. Anyway,
It is. Got
yeah,
on topic.
yeah, we got plenty of other
Yep.
topics.
Last one. We gotta wrap this up.
Oh, I feel like we just got here.
No, we didn't.
Um,
We
let's
did.
see. Clip of NBA YoungBoy. If y'all didn't see NBA YoungBoy is a clip. Somebody interviewing him was pretty much saying
Yeah.
how I feel like you're a good dad and blah blah blah. How do you feel about fatherhood? And he said, it's really overrated or something like that. What do
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah. Something you paraphrased it correctly. I
Yeah.
would say that paraphrasing is correct. What are your feelings?
My feelings is he's well within his right to feel how he feel about it. I mean, he still handle his responsibility and take care of his children, but not everybody wants to be a
I
father.
fucking love you because that's this. To the ADP family, we did not discuss this, but like that is in the vein that I was gonna take it. It's like people are in an uproar, which is like, yo, some days I don't want to be a father, and I love my son.
Yeah,
Parenting is hard, like it's not
yeah.
easy. So
Even even
if
in
you're
that
a real
fact, yo,
parent, if you're a real parent, you feel
some
him. Especially
and
he's a superstar.
and he's just like, yo, it's not all that. But like I said, he still take like you've never heard anything about him being a
Not
deadbeat or anything like that.
once, and he
The
got
brother
kids
take
on
care of
kids
his
on
kids.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, man, the brother take care of his kids. He's just like, yo, it's just really not all that. But I do it. I don't like going to work every day, but I do it. So, yo, shout out to him, bro. He can be honest.
I
Because
would
when
say,
no, because
what?
when a mom does says stuff like that or doesn't feel like oh well, it's postpartum and she
Mm.
has and don't get me wrong, it's a very real
No,
thing. But then
they
don't
got
knock a
things.
brother
They
for
got
not quite
justification.
feeling it.
Yeah, they got
Like
justification
he's just
for a
not
female.
feeling it right now, and it is what it is.
He
So
had a kid
yeah.
on his lap when the
Had a
question was
kid,
asked too. Like,
had
yeah,
his baby on his
he has
lap.
a kid
So
on his lap. So it's
yeah,
like
I didn't want to spend that much time on that one. So we
me
could
neither. But I do need to say, like, society, y'all gotta stop acting like y'all are not human
yeah, the
beings.
man,
We're human,
he's
and
human.
if you've ever been a parent, man, parenting is tough. These kids, boy, they'll test you every step of the way. They're gonna test you every step of the way, and you gotta have the patience of the
Bro,
sake. And so
trust me,
maybe
goddamn.
the majority of the days, you gonna love your kids. But there's gonna be some days where they do certain shit. You just look at them like, I should just if you was my equal, maybe I might strike you, because
Yeah,
you are jumping on my last nerve, and that's not
like
no
you want to look at a kid
reasonable.
like what I used to do on
Yeah,
the street.
no reasonable adult, responsible adult is ever gonna harm no child.
Nah,
But yo, those are real emotions for parents, especially if for our community, for the majority of us, and not NBA young boy, but for the majority of us, you're parenting and you're fighting poverty or you're fighting financial struggle at the same time. Listen, man, that's hard.
that's a lot. That is a
I'm not
lot.
about to crucify nobody for saying like, yo, listen,
It's
it's
not always
hard.
cracked. Yeah,
It's
it's not
challenging.
all that. And that's pretty much what he said. He didn't say I don't want to do it. I don't want to do.
Yeah,
It's not all that.
that's
I mean,
it. Because
yeah,
it's not.
thanks
I'm
for
sure
that.
for him, Why he's got to be up at 7 or take care of these kids? He could be out getting a check or touring. Or there's a bunch of things he could do. But the
He don't
man,
like
from what
house
I see,
arrest and like Montana
okay,
and shit like that. Something
fine. But
weird.
from what I've seen, he's handled his responsibility. And so for y'all to, y'all are doing exactly what he says y'all do when y'all crucify the young folks.
Yeah.
Y'all did it. He said something that y'all didn't like, and now it's all over social media. Y'all crucifying him. So we gotta be more. We gotta show more grace, and that's definitely a hallmark of this podcast. Is
No,
show
that's a
people
fact.
grace.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What else? What else we got? Because we could shotgun through some stuff real quick.
Go ahead. What you got?
The brother that just
Shout out to Coretta Scott King. I gotta say that. I meant to say
What
that.
was you saying about that? I seen that. You said Coretta Scott. What Coretta?
Just shout out to Coretta
You don't
Scott
have
King.
anything going on.
My brother Jonathan Majors has been mentioning Coretta Scott King a lot, and
You know, her daughter came out and said something like my mom.
Bernice.
Like my mom is not a problem,
Yeah.
something like that. But
Brother Majors is going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
Again, as a society, especially a black man, he's running through New York City streets. Let's show each
How
other.
you feel about his
grace.
interview?
I feel like it wasn't really necessary, but I'm not. I didn't lose any
Definitely
love.
necessary.
I didn't feel like it
Definitely
was
because he
because
got
I
to get
don't.
back into the good graces.
Yeah, but
Definitely
what
necessary.
did he say that made it better? Like he shout
I
out to
mean,
Making Good.
you know, he
I
tried
always
to.
shout out to Making
Yeah,
Good.
shout out to Megan.
Yeah,
Shout
we can do
out to that
that. We
sister.
can say that. Shout out to Making Good.
Yeah, shout out to Megan
But
Good. But
what
I
is
think
that?
he's trying to get back into good graces. He lost a lot from that case.
I respect it.
Yeah, exactly. You can't help but respect it. But
I don't,
shout out.
think that was the way. Sometimes you just got to be quiet and go to Montana.
Sometimes you got
to
make yourself look like a human. Because people
just
don't look. The dominant
be quiet.
society don't look at him as a human once he did that.
No,
Once he was convicted.
they checked his uppity ass because I think
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors
So
was
now
really
you gotta
getting.
make yourself look like a human.
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
no, but Jonathan Majors was really getting to a place in Hollywood where he was like
he
a guy. Jonathan
he's
Majors
about to
was
be.
becoming. Yeah, he was becoming like one of those. Like he was in the
He was the
Creed 3,
Creed and
Marvel. He did
and he was
Marvel
on some
movies.
Once you make Marvel, like everything usually goes away. So them
Jonathan,
cutting them
they
cutting him
fired that
off.
man. They fired that man real quick.
I
And I
hope the
mean,
brother shake
there's
back.
some. Is there some bias in that? Because we don't got to get into all of that. But I want the brother to understand that I understand what you're trying to say when you make the Coretta Scott King comments, because that sister is a beacon of, I think, what black men would want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A woman that woman held her man down through the civil rights. He's a main factor in one of the greatest movements in American history, and she stood by his side through it. So
all
I think
types of rumors and stuff like that.
So I think when you think about, as a black man, what do I want out of a woman? I'm like, okay, damn, let me go. What's the biggest? Let me go to the biggest thing I could think of. I'm not mad at him for picking that. That's a hell of an.
What do you say? Her and Michelle Obama.
Those are hell of an examples. Those, yeah.
I'm not mad at
those are good. But I think his articulation is getting lost because the way he's framing it is a little weird. I will say that.
They want it to be weird though.
It is a little weird.
No, I don't think so. I think they want it to be weird.
Nah, you told the white girl. You told the white girl.
So what?
Yeah.
So what? So what? If you know what that means, they probably shouldn't have been together to begin with.
I mean, maybe.
If you can't understand where I'm coming from on some real life shit, then we not meant to be. And that's
I understand what you're saying, but I just also understand why people are gonna feel a certain way when you're dating a white woman. I don't think there's anything wrong with dating a white woman if that's what you want to do, but there are other people that you can compare it to.
I don't like it.
We could get into that eventually, but there are white abolitionists. There are other examples you could have.
We got allies.
People are gonna feel a way if you're comparing
fuck that. No, that is the example I know. That's the example I'm comfortable with. That's what I like, and that's who I want to use.
Okay.
I don't care whether she was white, black, yellow, green, purple.
I respect
these are stand-up women. Why does it have to come down to the color of them?
I mean, it's the nature of our country, again.
Yeah, well,
that's why.
Well, that's not his fault. He didn't make the country. He just said, these are women. These are strong women in my eyes.
But he knows what country he's in, though, doesn't he? He knows what country he's in.
But all he was saying that these are strong women in my eyes.
I understand.
This is who I want you, to act like in support of me as I do this. Like,
She probably has never seen
you
a
know what? I
real
heard you
image
one
of
time. You
you.
said this to me. One
What?
time you said this
Okay.
to me,
All right.
and you
I say
said
a lot of things now. I say a lot of
you
things
said
now.
you
I say a
because
lot
this
of
is real
things.
shit though.
Go
Because
ahead. All right.
and I love this. This is one of my favorite quotes to this day. And
Do
I
it.
don't know if you got it from somebody else or it was one of your shits, but
Speak it.
you told me you was talking about whatever you was going through with your lady at the time, and you was like, "Yo, I'm trying to build a kingdom, and you focused on the village,"
Mm.
and
Yeah.
that's just real
Well,
shit.
that's real. That's real.
So for him to say, "Hey, listen, no, like as I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to go, I'm trying to get to the bag, I'm trying to take us to the next level. I need you to be like these two sisters who supported their man as they rose through the
I
ranks." The
understand.
color
You
don't
you you
matter at
talk.
that point.
You talking. I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to say I don't understand people's gripes
Nah,
about
fuck
him
them
using that.
people.
I understand those people's gripes against him using her. Because what if I said, okay, let me think, go to the brain, let me think. Damn, white women were tough. Like Dr. Joy DeGruy fucked me up because when you look at the statistics, it was white women that were like beating black people to death during slavery. So white
Yeah,
women are tough to come across when it
on
comes
some
to,
jealous shit.
yeah, it's tough to come across white
But
abolitionists.
if
But there
I'm an
were a few.
inspiring if I'm an aspiring minister or preacher, and somebody said, "Well, be like Joyce Myers." Okay, well, she's talented. She gets her point across. She's funny when she wants. I get it.
Okay. You're real. That's real. Listen. I respect
Fuck it. Fuck it.
your
Y'all not fucking with me.
I'm about to
We
say they're
gonna
not gonna
y'all not
fuck with
fucking
you.
with me.
They're not gonna fuck with you.
Y'all not fucking
They're
with people.
not
Gonna
gonna
fuck
fuck
with
with
me.
you.
The pods who's this meant for. They
All
can't.
right.
The ones who
Well,
not, whatever,
you got
man.
another top. You got another topic, or you want to wrap it up? What you got?
You seen the dude jump over the bench for the judge? Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably won't see him again. He's facing like 19 more charges, and one of them is
That's
fucking attempted murder.
deep. That's
Yeah.
deep. I want to say this about that.
Mhm.
Um, it is a very sad situation because, and again, this is just a podcast, and I can only give an opinion.
Mhm.
But from what I've been able to gather, is this is not. He was very articulate about having some real issues
Mhm.
mentally,
Yeah.
and they were about to send him back to prison, not to like a mental health organ. Not no, they were about to send him back to prison, and so young black men and even older black men like, yo, why are you laughing, bro?
He said, "Nah, fuck that bitch."
He's what? He was why it was slightly funny. Don't laugh. It was slightly funny. But don't.
I was thinking about how it went. Nah, fuck that
I
bitch.
think nobody seen it coming. That was the most shock I ever seen in a courtroom. Everybody was like, "Wait, what?"
Everybody talking about how athletic he might be to jump that high, and which is true. And
No, but fuck the whole fuck that
I
bitch.
hope she's okay.
But
Because
who
still,
stop? No,
but him saying,
court
"Nah, fuck that
court
bitch."
court people need to be fired. There are people that need to lose their fucking job
Oh my
because
god.
that's absurd. He's at the
Oh
defendant's
shit.
table and y'all allowed him to make it all the way over the judge's podium, if you want to
My
call it
question
that.
is this: did he jump over the defendant's table? Did he push his lawyer down
Bro,
and
it
run
doesn't
around the
even matter.
table? No,
It's
I need to know.
absurdity.
I
It's
need to know.
absurdity that it
Oh
even
my
got that close. That he was
god.
able to even put his hands
On a
on that
judge.
law enforcement official. That's
Oh my
y'all.
god.
It almost makes me feel like it's so absurd that did y'all plan this?
I think
Did y'all?
everybody was in shock. Like you said, it doesn't happen. It was just like,
Bro,
yo,
nobody
even
does
she was in
that, bro.
shock as he was running at her.
But
Because it took him a second to get
they
there.
kill Negroes though, right? We know
Yeah.
that. The moment he broke the defendant's table, the bailiff, people have guns in there.
Yeah.
But somehow he got, I don't, it just
And they
seems
showed the
really
clip of the
weird to
bailiff like
me.
he was looking down
It
right
just
before, wasn't
seems,
paying attention.
it just said the whole thing
Um,
seems really weird to me. And I'm not going to put my tinfoil
but
kufi on.
but you know what? I know some people who probation over stuff like that. And I was asking her about it, and she was kind of like, "Yo, like, listen, she's like, sometimes these things happen so fast, like even like being sitting in a court, like she's like, it happens so fast, you just like you freeze." So that man said, "No,
They pay
fuck
you
that
not
bitch."
to freeze. I don't know. They pay you not to do that. They pay you not to freeze.
Still, some things happen. You just whatever.
No, no,
I don't want to talk
no,
about that for long.
this is not some, he said,
I
like you
hope.
just articulated, he said, fuck you, bitch, and then proceeded to attack her. You gotta be able to stop that. See that coming. Because I think not only does it help the judge, obviously we don't want anybody hurt in law enforcement, but it helps the brother too.
Yeah.
This is bad for him now.
Yeah.
It might
like I said, it's like 13 felony. Yeah, he's not
like
coming
you
back.
said, he might be done unless they grant him that mental health leniency that I think
you
he's
gotta
requested.
say it's a mental health thing
You
to do
gotta
something like that.
be nuts to do what he did.
Yeah, you gotta be a little off your rocker. I hope he gets the help he needs for real.
Yeah, I do.
I'm trying
And
to
shout out
think
to the
anything
judge, man.
else.
Blessings to the
We
judge,
can
man.
save the Jewish tunnel for next week, I guess, because
Yeah. We'll run
they
it back. And
fucking
I don't know how
ridiculous.
I don't know how much people are really in tune with that, or how much real accurate information has come out about the Jewish tunnel. I think a lot of that is still to be divulged, and we'll see how much really ever comes out. Because nobody knows why right now. Nobody knows what the reason. None of that stuff has been divulged from what I've seen.
Oh, Nick Saban retiring. That's big.
Shout out to Nick, man.
That's putting the college football world on his head.
But one of the greatest to ever do it from
That's
where
a
we're
fact.
from our era, from watching a college coach just be dominant for a long time.
Yeah.
Nick's one of the best to ever
It's
do it. But wrap it up, man. Give me
Kirby time now, so
let's hope not, because we got a friend that I hope it's not Kirby time.
I like watching it. I'm a Coach Prime guy.
Let's do Coach Prime, but the Kirby thing, you know what that means. You know what that means. You know, if Kirby wins the next 2 or 3, you already know this is not.
I mean, it don't bother me. Most of the time, I follow.
It's not a bother.
It bothers you because he be tagging you directly. He be on your ass talking about Lincoln and all that shit. It's crazy.
I love that.
I don't know what you did to him, but
I love that. I love that, brother, and I appreciate him for keeping me current on all things Georgia. I appreciate it.
Yeah, facts.
Wrap it up, man. Give me a wrap up. We gotta.
How you want to wrap this up? I mean, because we talked about some shit. We talked about the bodies in prison. Freak. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, listen. Pretty much, here's my solution. Do your research before. If you get invited somewhere, do your research beforehand. Know who's going to be there. Always have a buddy with you. Make sure you're good in certain situations.
Yeah.
If something happens, let's get to a point of going ahead and reporting it. Let's report it. Let's not hold on to it. Like you'll see. And I know I know this is easier said than done. I think I've said this before, but yeah, seek help. Seek help. Once again,
I'm gonna show grace though. Show grace though, because I don't think everybody on that list. Though I wanted to say that. I don't think everybody on the list.
I don't think the real list came out.
No, they. I'm pretty sure they made a list, the real list public. But my point is, I don't want everybody. Everybody on the list is not a rapist or necessarily a crime.
Like that.
But that's why, like, society's kind of putting that on them.
Yeah,
like, well, y'all
it's just the fact that you associate with it.
Yeah.
You just associate with it.
That was what I.
Please, like I said, be careful. Be careful out here.
No doubt.
Certain doors. Once again, as you ascend through certain things, you may come to certain doors. Just be careful. Do what's best for you. Stay safe. I ain't got much on the wrap up because we was kind of all over the place.
Okay. What I will say for our wrap up tonight, because we are solution based.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that sets us apart. It's not. We try to make you laugh with our friendship. Because obviously 25 years is a long time, and I know sometimes we talk over some of your heads, but yeah, I think my wrap up is going to have to be about taking care of ourselves, right? And it was a small part of the episode, but to see Angela Bassett and to have her realize, no matter how I feel about it being honorary or whatever, to see that sister realize her dream and to really have her realize it in front of all of us is a big deal. And so I don't often find inspiration in celebrities because some of that shit is not real and some of it is celebrity shit. But when you heard that sister talk and you see the sheer joy in her face from accepting that award and really, changing, her legacy just a little, making her legacy a little that much better, it really did. And it was inspiring. And so I would inspire all of us, man. If you got something that you want to do in this life, don't stop. Let's all continue to chase our dreams and our ambitions, and don't come to. You're not gonna come to Prosperity Island and have to throw those inhibitions to the wind. You could come and just have a
If you're
coconut.
coming to Prosperity
Okay,
Island,
we go.
that's what we're there for.
Okay,
So
fine.
that, like I said, it just might not
All
be your
right,
trip.
all
It just
right,
might
cool,
not be
bro.
your trip.
All
So,
right,
like,
bro,
I know
cool.
I'm not going to Prosperity Island because I'm almost a married man.
No, don't make it about no. Don't put the business name on the front of it. Talk about you not going to come because you're married. Married people are welcome. It's fine.
Yeah, if you
Come, drink.
into swingers
It's
and
not even
voyeurism, do
that. It's
your thing. Throw your, but that's what you're
not.
there for. We're not saying you have to do anything you don't want, but we're just saying that, yo,
I'm not
hey,
saying it. I'm not saying
any
nothing. You're saying.
Moses within the confines of the law, anything's
Okay.
welcome.
Go ahead, brother. And on that note,
Podcast is
all
all
done.
done.
Good night,
Peace,
family.
love.